You're listening to the Dibbly-Dobbly podcast. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and click the bell to make sure you get the latest episodes of the podcast. Be sure to like and share our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. Since 1877, Australia and England have been battling it out against each other in Test cricket. Over that time, many players have had the honour of captaining their country in an Ashes series or in an Ashes test. There have been 42 captains to captain Australia in Ashes cricket. For the Dibbly-Dobbly podcast historical series, we are looking back at all the players who've captained Australia in Ashes cricket. In this historical series episode, we are looking back at the Ashes captaincy of Sir Don Bradman. Don Bradman is one of the greatest ever batsmen to play the game of cricket, and one of Australian cricket's greatest batsmen. The Don, as he was known, dominated Test cricket in the time he played. No one can ever surpass the countless batting records or achievements set by Sir Don Bradman. He became the 21st Australian Test captain, taking over the captaincy from Victor Richardson. His Ashes captaincy reign spanned from 1936 to 1948, and led Australia in 4 Ashes series. In that time, he led Australia to 3 Ashes series victories, in 1936-37, 1946-47, and 1948, and a drawn series in 1938. In 19 tests, he won 11, lost 3 and drawn 5. His Ashes record was better than anyone else's in Ashes history and replicated his Test career, scoring 5,028 runs at 58.06, with 19 centuries, highest score of 334 in 37 Ashes tests between 1928 to 1948. Playing most of his cricket against England, he dominated Ashes cricket, and many of his best performances came in Ashes cricket. His 334 in 1930 at Headingley was outstanding innings, which saw him score 309 of those runs in a single day. But his 254 at Lords in the same series he considers to be his best ever Test innings. He scored 974 runs at 139.14 with 4 centuries, and that remains the record for the most runs in an Ashes series and in a Test series. But Bradman's proudest achievement as captain was leading the 1948 Invincibles side on his final tour of England, which saw the Australian team of 1948 not losing a single game on the entire tour, and reclaimed the Ashes. For Bradman, it was a perfect send-off from Test cricket. He scored 508 runs at 72.57, with 2 centuries in the 1948 Ashes series. But his final Test match at the Oval didn't have a happy ending. Bradman was dismissed for a duck bowled by English spinner Eric Hollies. Bradman needed 4 runs to have an average of over 100, but it wasn't meant to be. Bradman said when he returned to the dressing room, "Gee whiz, fancy doing that." English spinner Eric Hollies wrote, "I don't think Don saw it properly. He seemed to have tears in his eyes." Stay tuned for another Dibbly-Dobbly podcast historical series episode where we look back at another Australian Ashes captain.